Can I ask you something? Who convinced us that forgiveness was supposed to be easy? That one day we had simply wake up, smile, and say, I've forgiven them. As if healing had a deadline. As if betrayal came with an expiry date. If you have ever been lied to, cheated on, abandoned, or deeply hurt by someone you loved, you know that forgiveness isn't a switch you just turn on. It's a journey. And sometimes it's the longest journey you will ever take. Welcome back. I'm AK and this is Silence Between Coffee. Today we are not talking about whether someone deserves forgiveness or not. We are talking about why it feels so difficult to give forgiveness to someone. Biggest mistake about misunderstanding about forgiveness when someone says you should forgive, what do you hear? Many people here forget what happened, pretend like it didn't hurt you, or allow them back into your life. But remember, forgiveness isn't any one of those things. Forgiveness is not permission. Forgiveness is not reconciliation. Forgiveness is not saying what you did was okay. Some relationships should end. Some boundaries should stay exactly where they are. You can forgive someone and still never speak to them again. Because forgiveness is about freeing your heart and not reopening a closed door. Why do we hold on to not forgiving someone if it brings peace? Why do we resist it? Because somewhere deep inside we believe that our pain is protecting us. We think that if I stay angry, I will be never hurt like that again. If I keep remembering, I will never make the same mistake again. Remember, the brain is extraordinary. When something deeply painful happens, it remembers. It doesn't remember to torture you, it remembers to protect you. That's why after betrayal, you notice red flags everywhere. You become cautious. You question people more. Your nervous system isn't trying to make your life difficult, it is trying to keep you safe. The problem is sometimes protection becomes a prison. Sometimes we are not angry at them. Can I tell you something that took me a long time to understand? Sometimes we are not angry because someone hurt us. Sometimes we are just angry because we ignored our own intuition. We stayed after the apology that changed nothing. We accepted less than we deserved. We explained away behavior that our heart already recognized. And when everything finally fell apart, we weren't only grieving them, we were also grieving ourselves. The version of us that kept hoping. The version that believed love alone could change someone. Maybe the hardest person to forgive isn't the one who hurt you. Maybe it is yourself. What's the difference between forgiveness and trust? And why is this so important? People often confuse forgiveness with trust, but they are completely two different things. Forgiveness says, I refuse to let this pain control my future. Whereas trust says, I believe you are safe. Trust is earned, forgiveness is chosen. You can forgive without trusting again. You can forgive without reconciling. You can forgive while keeping healthy boundaries intact. In fact, sometimes boundaries are what makes forgiveness possible. As a psychology student, one thing has always fascinated me. Our minds don't simply remember events, they remember the meaning attached to them. Maybe your partner lied to you. The lie lasted a few minutes, but the meaning became, I'm not enough. I can't trust anyone. Love always ends in pain. The event ended, but the story continued. Healing isn't only about what happened, it's about questioning the story you have carried ever since. There's a beautiful teaching from the Guru Granth Sahib. Manjite Jagjeet. Conquer your mind and you conquer the world. I've always found this deeply moving because the greatest battle isn't against another person. It is against the anger, the resentment, the fear, and the bitterness that quietly settle inside us. Sometimes a real victory isn't proving someone wrong, it is simply refusing to let their actions define the rest of your life. What forgiveness really looks like. People imagine forgiveness as a grand moment, and I don't think usually it is. I think it looks much quieter. One day you remember their name and your chest doesn't tighten. One day you pass the cafe you once avoided and it no longer hurts you. One day you realize you have gone an entire afternoon without thinking about what they did. Healing rarely announces itself, it arrives quietly, almost unnoticed. Can I ask you something? What if the first person who deserves forgiveness is you? Forgive yourself for not knowing what you know now. Forgive yourself for loving deeply. Forgive yourself for believing in promises. Forgive yourself for staying longer than you should have. You were making the best decisions you could with the information and the hope you had at the time. Don't punish today's version of yourself for yesterday's innocence. Before we finish, all I want to tell you is that forgiveness is not easy, but we need to forgive ourselves more than we need to forgive the other person. Just sit with this thought for today and let it heal you. Let it just heal you. I'm AK, and this is Silence Between Coffee.